I'm Adrian from Barcelona. I founded digital companies for 20 years, and now I'm building AI tools for real problems I run into every day. My purpose here is to share what I learn and use with you. This is AION Powerhouse. Every weekday in 5 minutes we turn internet noise into actionable signals. Hundreds of sources distilled into one personalized briefing. The same one I listen to on my commute. I hope you enjoy today's briefing.
So right out of the gate, over the last 60 days, 3 deals have quietly hard-booked over $1.3 trillion in future AI compute. And I want to be really clear for you listening, this isn't market cap.
Right. It's not venture capital projections or, theoretical valuations.
Exactly. It is $1.3 trillion in signed forward commitments, like real capital, contractually obligated to secure capacity.
And that single data point completely shatters the narrative we've been operating under. I mean, look at 2024 and 2025. Everyone was just totally obsessed with the GPU shortage.
Yeah, the idea that NVIDIA was the single bottleneck.
Right, like we were just waiting on TSMC foundries and dodging export controls. But these new mega deals tell us that old story is completely dead. The entire constraint model has shifted.
Well, it's shifted to raw physical reality, right? We're talking electricity, cooling water, transformer steel, and just the incredibly slow process of getting substation permits.
It's heavy industry now, and the numbers are staggering. I mean, a modern hyperscale cluster for frontier models needs somewhere between 300 to 500 megawatts of continuous power.
And the newest sites are pushing 1 gigawatt, which is, that sink in, that is the total power consumption of a city like Austin just dropped into a single facility.
Yeah, and the national grid simply cannot absorb that overnight. You can't just plug a gigawatt data center in like a toaster. It risks browning out entire regions.
Which brings us to the interconnect queues.
Exactly. The literal waiting line to hook up to the grid is now 5 to 7 years in key regions.
5 to 7 years. So you secure land today, you don't flip the switch until 2033. And wait, even if you fast track that, you hit the transformer bottleneck.
Oh, the transformer lead times are brutal. We are tracking 18-month delays just to get the hardware that steps down the high voltage power so it doesn't melt the servers.
And that requires, what, that highly specific grain-oriented electrical steel.
Yeah, which you can't just spin up a factory for in Silicon Valley. There are only about 4 global vendors making it. So when you see $1.3 trillion in forward commitments,
it's a panic response. They're locking down the steel. I mean, Anthropic and Google with cloud TPUs, the Microsoft OpenAI envelope, the Anthropic SpaceX deal, they have to lock it up or lose the decade.
Absolutely. The model company is becoming the hyperscaler now. They're co-locating with energy producers, buying real estate, securing water rights.
And for you, the listener, this changes everything today. Because token prices have flatlined. They are now tracking the local cost of electricity where the inference actually runs.
Right. The guy who owns the local power substation holds the pricing power now, not the software developer optimizing code.
Okay, but let me play devil's advocate for a second. Are we underestimating the tech workarounds? Like, what about SMRs, small modular reactors? Doesn't nuclear solve this?
I mean, eventually, sure. SMRs are a great long-term fix, but the math doesn't save your margins today. Best case, they come online in 2028.
So that's 3 years of severe structural tightness.
Exactly. And 3 years in AI is an eternity. You can't pause your startup until 2028 hoping the Nuclear Regulatory Commission approves a reactor.
Fair point. But what about software efficiency? We all saw DeepSeek V3 do incredible things with way less compute. Doesn't algorithmic efficiency drive prices down?
It's a huge misconception, actually. Algorithmic efficiency is a one-time step function. Yes, it optimizes the process, but it cannot offset a multi-year plateau in literal electricity.
Oh, like making a car engine 20% more efficient.
Right. It's an amazing engineering feat, but it doesn't matter if the world literally runs out of gas. Overall demand is growing exponentially, while physical power is capped.
Okay, one more skeptical point. What if these mega deals are bluffs? Like the 90s fiber-optic boom? Won't they just get renegotiated later?
Some financial restructuring will happen, sure.
Yeah.
But once the dirt is moved and that grain-oriented steel is ordered, the physical capacity is committed. It takes up real-world resources, regardless of who pays the invoice.
And the capital markets see this, which is why money is violently draining out of the application layer.
Completely draining. VCs aren't funding thin software wrappers anymore because if inference costs don't fall, those margins go to zero instantly. The money is hyper-concentrating at the infrastructure layer.
Because frontier lab revenue is shifting to sticky, compounding enterprise contracts, so whoever controls the power and silicon holds the edge.
Exactly, and it widens the gap. Open weights get cheaper, but those massive frontier models running on gigawatt clusters get vastly more expensive.
So if you're building today, you need a new playbook. Number one, you have to recost your 2-year P&L right now, assuming flat or rising token prices.
Yeah, if you rely on Moore's Law to make a profit, your business model is broken.
Number two, add a compute zone axis to your vendor selection. You need to know where your vendor is pulling power physically.
Is it a congested grid or a remote solar farm? It matters now.
And number three, you need to track grid queues, transformer lead times, and data center vacancies. Which is wild, right? That wasn't software engineers' job in 2024.
But it absolutely is in 2026, because steel dictates if your app can scale.
Wow. Okay, so if a straight line to a $40 trillion future rests entirely on finite power, water, and steel, then maybe this capacity crunch is the actual signal hiding beneath all the valuation noise.
It's the only signal that physically matters right now.
This is AION, your time returned with intelligence. AION Powerhouse. Join the waiting list, try it for free.